I think the most important lesson I've learned this year is that everything goes and that you have to be able to turn on a dime, and nothing that you knew last year works this year. It's a matter of just trying to be creative and motivate the staff that you work with. I think one of the best things that have come out of this is finding the people that you're working with today that are the people you really want to work with. Like, those are the people that you've been in that shitty position, and everybody is working hard, and it's not just about money, it's about accomplishment, it's about working together, it's about working as a team. And I think that's the best thing that has come from this, is finding those people. Some of the things I learned was I'm a pretty damn good barista. I also think that I learned more about doing pastry. I found that is something that I'm very passionate about, is making pastry and dessert and croissants and pound cake and coffee cake and donuts. Like, those are the things that some days got me up out of bed to go to work. It was that kind of fun stuff, and putting desserts back on the Mizuna menu, which I probably haven't had a dessert on the Mizuna menu in 10 years. So that was kind of what I learned through this, and one of the skills that I guess I've had, but I never really cultivated. Something that I failed at, I would say that's almost everything. I mean, you feel like the biggest failure ever when you have 480 employees and now you have 120. It's hard not to take that as a personal failure. And no matter what we do, and with this last shutdown, slimming down staffs and losing people, that makes you feel like a failure. And it's not because of your business, it's because you feel like you're letting the people down that you've been working with and that you care about. I think one of the best compliments that we have had as a group, as a win, has been the transition of Mizuna. I think having Mizuna finally get to where I think I've always wanted it to be, which is not this stodgy fine dining place. It's about a place where you can come, have great wine, great food, prefix menu, and let us just take care of you. And the guests' response to that has been overwhelmingly so positive. I feel like I've gotten more compliments on Mizuna in the past 5 or 7 months than I have in the past 3 years. And to see that the restaurant is doing really well through this pandemic is amazing. Is there something I do differently? In this coming year, I would probably play more board games and be more interactive with my kids rather than letting them play video games and watching TV shows. I would probably take my wife, Jacqueline, out to dinner more if that was really available, and spend a little more quality time with her one-on-one. So I think that's definitely one of the things that I would like to change going forward, is, you know, having date nights and those kinds of things, and getting back to some form of normalcy. Good habits I started were doing yoga every night. I just recently started using the Peloton that we've had for like 3 months. And I am currently reading about a book a week, which I never read really anything before. So I wish it was highbrow stuff that I'm reading, but it's not. It's a lot of Tom Clancy and shitty, quick, easy, mindless reads. The advice I'd give myself from my last year's self is to really respect what people do that work with me. In particular, Jacqueline, who does so many things behind the scenes that she's not appreciated for. So appreciating my partner in life and in business, and the other people in our group like Nick and Michael and Olivia, who have just worked so hard, and some of the chefs. I think it's just appreciating people a little bit more for what they do and what they contribute. I think the message going forward is to appreciate everything we have, everything we had. And that goes for in life as well. Like, I think that I appreciate Jacqueline more today, and appreciate my kids and the people I work with, and just so appreciative of the customers that have come in and supported us through this. I mean, we would never be where we're at if it hadn't been for the customers and the people we work with. And I guess I'm really lucky that I get to spend time with my favorite person in the world that I love more than anything, my wife, Jacqueline, and work with her at the same time to accomplish a goal. And there's nothing I would trade in the world for that. Buon Venito, or Happy New Year to everybody in Denver, and have a great 2021. It couldn't be any worse.